Right, this is the second part of our first episode. My name is Kofi Tabo, and I'm doing this with
McCain.
Right, so today we have a special person in our midst. He's the man that we all vibe with. Yeah. Right, we have Reverend Father Evans Halolo. Show them. Show them. Show them. He did something. He gave me keshi. What was that? Let me show you something. Do this. No. Relax. Let's do this. You feel it? You feel it? That's right. So on this episode, we are talking about the priest's perspective on CSM. We've already spoke about what CSM is about, our views on CSM, and on this part, we are delving into the priest's perspective. So, Father, today will be much about you. You're cool with that, right?
That's true.
That's right. Right, so we realized that in our previous episode, we had conversations about the youth leaving the church, others doing more of Pentecostal posting on social media and all that. And then we thought that no, the Catholic Church lacks a bit of that aspect. And so, Father, do you share in that the Catholic Church does not have much presence on social media?
I think that we can do more. I think there's so much to be done, and that's why I'm so happy that CSM we have this to propagate that in terms of the social media. I might say that we may want to think that it's a new or a current trend, but I think it's been a while for some time now, and we are lacking a bit. I agree, but we can do more. I think so.
All right. So, Father, knowing what CSM is about, how would you talk about its relevance? Do you think that CSM is here to help with the challenge of our presence on social media? What's your take on CSM?
Every effort to promote evangelization is crucial. So it's sacrosanct. You can't think about it's irrelevant. No, it's sacrosanct. Everything about evangelization is so important. And for the fact that as the youth, we have seen that look, we can do something. We can bring a present.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is that you know that look, the thing is there. You see priests acting, you see a lot of liturgical activities, and want to say, look, maybe you have the means, you have the time, you want to zero down on that and go and shoot it and spread the news. I think it's very relevant. If there's anything important in our days, I think it's for the youth to say that, look, we also want to project our church on social media. So relevant, 100%.
That's so relevant. What's this with the momos and what that?
Sorry, let's go. Myself, let's go again. One breakfast.
Alright, okay. Okay. Alright.
So, Father, do you think this is something we can do on our own, or do we need permission from Archbishop or like a higher hierarchy before we can do this?
Yeah, I can tell you that if there's anything which will make the Archbishop very happy, if you want to tell him that, look, Your Grace, this is our vision and this is what we want to do, and you have all the blessings you need. And maybe not be our thought that one of the days this will be difficult with my parish needs. Sometimes it's because we don't ask, we don't tell them exactly what we want to do. It's like we want to hide what we want to do in our bosom. But trust me, tell the Archbishop that, Your Grace, this is what we want to do, and see. He'll be so happy, so happy. So there'll be no problem.
Yeah, and I think it's good that we also start so that when we go to him, we can show him something.
Yeah. Alright. But Father, this is our mission. We want to propagate the Catholic faith on social media. We want to be loud on social media as much as possible.
Very,
What
very
do you
loud.
yeah, very I like it very, very loud.
We want them to do what?
very.
We want them to do what? No, we want them to do what? To listen.
Okay, listen. All right, so Father, I wanted to ask Father what the role of priests can be. Like, what can a priest do to help us achieve our set goals? What can you as priests do to help us achieve our set goals?
I think it's content. It's basically the content, and it's for us to say that, look, maybe I'm having a program, a youth program today. I can invite CSM, look, come around, come take some shots, see how you can project whatever I'm doing. So it's basically the content. As we tell the priest, this is our aim. I'm sure that whenever there's an available program or something that will enhance our content, why not? You've invited me today, I'm here. Good. Another person can come tomorrow. Right.
When we start our TikTok challenges, we'll be available.
We did it.
My head, he did it for my head.
I actually feel this man, you know. Do you have a social media handle yourself?
Yes, I do.
And how often do you feed your?
Truth be told, I handle it. So WhatsApp says once in a while I put up something.
We have a feeling that some priests are reluctant to share their contents online. Some priests have very good messages, but I don't know if for publicity's sake they don't want to be in the known. They are always reserved. Father, what would you say about that? Having content and not wanting to share? Or
Well, I don't think the intention would be that I don't want to. I'm sure if I go to a parish where maybe you are in a parish where that is the status quo. Maybe you have the social media people. So whatever you are doing, they are taking it. You can't say that, hey, I've come, I don't like it, so no. And maybe sometimes it's the availability of the equipment. But if I have you guys doing shooting yourself, editing, and projecting it, why not? I don't think any priest will say that I don't want to be known, I don't want to do this. Because we have this crystal TV masses, we all know.
Yeah.
Nobody said that, hey, I know I'm maybe camera phobia, so I don't want to know. And so sometimes maybe it's the availability of the resources.
okay.
Some people also see it as distracted, like when they are preaching and they are taking video, they think, yes.
Yeah, some people are strict like that.
Yeah, pay attention to what they are saying, rather
Some
focus
people
on
are,
is
yeah.
that going to be
So in the
a
seminary, you don't have that trait, but but that's just the thing. But maybe we have to maybe it's about the movement. But basically, you can't say that don't shoot my math, don't shoot my program. I'm sure maybe it's about the movement, and you just have to discuss the parameters and the details, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah. All right. But people do we have any challenges so far in our various parishes? We know we are all from different parishes, different things in our lives to work on. Me like this, I'm from the others. Talk to her. Oh, she's touching me. He touched me.
no touch.
Yeah. Do we have any challenges so far with media? Maybe projecting content. Do we have any challenges?
Can I come in?
Yes, check.
You see, it's like soon pay. You see, generally it's like that desire is there, but putting the walk to the talk is the problem. Oh, every church wants to have multimedia, every church wants to have, but it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It comes to an investment. I didn't prepare to make the investment. So that's why you find that certain churches have done the investment and some is still on the drawing board. It's still in the pipeline.
Yeah.
A very long pipeline. So the desire is there, but I don't know if you share.
Oh yeah, I
different
share what you're saying. You know, I'm taking my church for instance. We wanted to begin this online videoing and all that. I contacted a friend and the amount the person gave me, it's like an annual harvest. So that's the same. So simple. But I think with a concerted effort coming together to do something like that, I think it's worth doing and we can achieve that as a church. Yeah.
Okay, well, cost. I think from where we are coming from, it's not going to be so much cost involving because if we are going into Twitter, you don't need to pay anything.
Yeah.
So it's about picking what the priest is saying and then tweeting it out and getting people to hear it. And that's like, we can take a full homily and just be tweeting it out. Facebook when it tweets out. TikTok, we don't really, just picking it out, how to put it out there, and then that is it. So that is what we are also going to be doing in a small way, which is not going to cost much. But the only thing is more of being there. So that is our sacrifice, our time. So I'll say it's not really about finances, but about dedication. Because the priests, some churches do have the facility, everything, but where are those people to push this,
Yeah.
to push that work? They don't have it. So we as a group help because we are coming from different angles, and then you are bringing from Dansuma, you're bringing from Tema, you're bringing from Medina, and then we are trying to put Ashoma, and we're trying to put it Osu, Atomic, and then so we're having a bit here, a bit there, it's homily here, it's events here, it's this happening here, and we're putting all in a ball and then pushing it out.
The synergy alone.
So we get to have that, and then people know, okay, so it helps us also advertise a particular church and get it, oh, okay, so this church is doing this in Medina, and someone is in Medina. And then we'll see someone is in Adentro.
I like the
This church
mention of
is
Medina.
there.
You know, Medina.
Because I'm from Medina.
Like
Oyarefa, we get to share, and then okay, they did this in Oyarefa. I live in Oyarefa. I didn't even know this church existed, but then the person saw it on Twitter, and then they pick it up, and then next time you know we are getting members and people are so it's I feel this CSM. I'm in love with CSM mainly because
the whole Twitter vibe.
She's not a Twitter vibe. She's a vibe.
Give me vibe.
because I think social media is so powerful,
Yeah.
and it's up to us to know how to manage
Strategy.
it and how
Strategy. I
to
spoke about strategy in a previous episode.
exactly.
Yeah. In fact, you know something? I just learned something from you.
You're below the carrier.
Tweeting it alone is
It's not tweeting.
Don't worry. That's what they do to me.
My father wanted to
I was
say
saying,
something.
she made a point. You know, look, some churches are doing well because of, I'm not saying copy, but we get so many ideas from other churches.
Yeah.
I had a program in my church some time ago, and it's because I copied from what somebody was doing in his church. It's because the person put it up on social media and how the thing will be. Then I just copied it. And somebody and that's how we move. So I think it's a good thing, TSM. Somebody will just pick on it and say, oh, this is what we do. Look at our youth programs are taking a certain trend. Of course, I'm moving away from the traditional one, a certain trend, because we are sharing ideas, and I think.
But is COVID not going to be a problem? Like we're still in an era of COVID. Where most marks and this social whatever, it still exists in a lot of churches. Is it not going to be a problem?
The problem is in what?
Exactly. I don't see how it
because
becomes
if we
a problem.
are social media, you are not moving, you are not
Yeah,
joining the crowd, you are at your place, and then you are getting information coming to you. So if anything, just
No, but even if I move, I can have my marks and I can social distance.
Yeah.
I can go through.
No, I mean-
the priests are going to take coverage of. He has a mask on.
No problem.
no, I don't think COVID is
During Lent, we had legacy. What was it called? Legacy of Hope. Where the priest came on, it was fine. So I don't see how.
No, but there are some churches that still use the mask.
Yes, like my church.
We can still observe the protocol and
Yeah, we can still observe it.
the most important the message.
Okay. So in the previous episode, we mentioned that Catholics promote other churches' messages because they can relate to it, and it's because we don't have our own. That's why So a question was asked: is it wrong to promote other pastors' messages as a Catholic?
I think I don't think it's an issue of morality or that. I think it's an issue of what they have, of which they are promoting. Look, social media is not just about the home, it's about how it's packaged. I've seen a number of these flyers, and look, when you see it, you want, wow, you feel like you need share it.
Yeah.
It's because of how it's packaged, so nice. So if they have that and it's catchy and it's packaged, because trust me, people are zealous for the word of God. That's what they are. Irrespective of wherever it comes from, people just want to share the word of God, and there's not the time for us to place value judgment. The question is that if we have our own, they could have also shared. So it's more of what we have, what we can get.
But Father, we had a certain opinion that, you see, it can also be dangerous. I said that, I mean, it's not ideal, because I feel like, you know, when you are sharing another church or another pastor, it's like using 1 minute of what the person said to promote the person's personality. Because you see, once I'm sharing the person, I'm promoting the person's personality. There was a time in the Bible that Satan quoted the Bible. So if I was in that scene at that time and I heard Satan quote a Bible, and I said, oh, because he quotes the Bible, I will share it. You get it? So sometimes maybe what the person is saying in that minute may sound good in our ears, but when I look at the totality, it's not consistent with our Catholic values. And that's where we have a fear, because we feel like there are so many messages that are not Catholic. And if we go down that line, we may have Catholics sharing ideologies that are un-Catholic. So that was our fear when we had a discussion last week. I don't know what you think.
I think there's a basic principle. If you want to encode, and I'm not placing value judgment or anything, if you want to dispel darkness, introduce light. It's as simple as that. The more the light.
If you want to dispel darkness,
And I think the more the light, the less the darkness will be. I've always maintained that, look, in this our world, people are hungry for God, and whatever message comes to them which satisfies them and gives them meaning, look,
They will go for it.
So if we are looking at what we can do, and we also know that in what we are doing at CSM, it's not only for Catholic. Because once it's social media, it's not yours. It becomes something for everybody, unless we are saying that the evangelization we seek to do is only for Catholics.
No.
So in as much as we may talk about what others have, that's what they have, and they are doing it well.
Yes.
The reason why we also have to do ours well. And when we have ours available, trust me, they also
Exactly. Because it's like someone is hungry and another person has food. And you're saying, wait till I cook my food or don't eat because
That's
no, that makes sense.
So Father, coming to that and the matter of social media and we sharing our content, are there any liturgical restrictions to what we can share? Maybe there are certain things that does not have to go on social medias and Catholics. Maybe there are certain things that we cannot have to maybe project.
So I just suggest that in as much as we have an editorial team, when they want to say CSM, then there's a certain branding. It comes with some authority once it comes to social media, and we have to keep that branding. So I think that it won't be out of place if we want to share something we are having it out. Just send it to send it to. I'm sure we have a number of fees will be your mentors who would let's share it and let's see.
My name is So I was thinking about just the point that went the info so sharing of the things. So what we share has to be in sync with church doctrine extra. So basically what that requires of us also is also to get to know our church, our faith. So that requires us to learn, to study. So it's a good platform, good way for us to develop ourselves and also to develop people.
I want to
He
add
said the same thing at the first. That's got nothing wrong there.
And Father said it's not just for Catholics. I feel CSM also gives way for us to tell our story because people have a lot of perception about
And yet this is my story. This is my song. Praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story. This is my song.
So yeah, we get
You
to
put McDonald's on the spot for not talking.
I know. I know. Alex, we are wrapping up. We are wrapping up. So just say
siding with
something.
him, so it's okay.
Simple. Alright, so we want to wrap up. That's your fun. Right, people, we want to wrap up for this part. Father, any last words to share with the Catholic youth, especially those you know from the Weekend Summit and all your lovers and all your friends?
Weekend Summit.
And how to feel my tongue?
How to feel my tongue? We pray, we pray, we pray, I say that
Father is wrapping up with us, and then we'll come in. Yeah, Father.
I'm proud of you guys and the fact that you.
I'm
Look, it's a manifestation of the fact that look, we are all hungry for the kingdom of God, and that's the basics. We are hungry for the kingdom of God. Let's keep it up, and trust me, what we are doing is for the church and also those outside the church, and that should be the focus. And we hope that we'll grow. We'll grow. We went for the Weekend Summit, and it is the fruit of the Weekend Summit. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
So let's keep it up. Don't lose hope. You may hear a few things that may put you, discourage you.
Stop one academic.
Remember, it's also the work of the devil.
Yeah.
Don't think that what you're doing is not particular about it. No, it is. Because you are promoting God's work. Just be resilient. Stay focused. And may God bless us all.
Amen. Alright, so today's episode was to talk about how the priest views CSM. We had a very lovely discussion, people. Yes, a very lovely one. So far, we don't have any problem. So it means that we're going to get a lot of content from Father.
Of course.
And other priests. Any last words, people? Any last words?
Let me express my appreciation to Father. It was a short notice that we gave him, but he joined us here. He has been a big brother to us, all of us, and Father, thank you.
Oh, no. Right, so this is how we end it on this episode. This is CSM Catholics for Social Media, and we are the Vibe. CSM Vibe. We say a very big thank you to all our viewers. A very big thank you to our panelists. Charlie, people are the best, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right. And then please follow our social media handles: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
We are
everywhere.
all
Catholic.
social media platforms.
YouTube.
As Catholic for social media on YouTube, on TikTok, but on Twitter it's Catholic Vibes GH.
That's right, because you are the Catholic Vibe. So
Yeah.
please follow us, like our content,
Share.
retweet, and wait until So wait until we get to your parish, wait until we see you on the street and we do our street quiz with you.
Yeah.
That's right, so CSM Bye! See you on another episode.
Yes.
Thank you.